Seguimos en CARICAM 2015, fondo de año. Estamos con Renato de la empresa Amdocs, vamos a estar hablando en inglés sobre lo que está presentando la empresa aquí o el mensaje que está queriendo comunicar Amdocs a los operadores del Caribe y Centroamérica, que posiblemente muchas de las cosas que ellos estén comunicándoles a estos operadores aplique también para los operadores del resto de América Latina. Renato, welcome to telesemana.com.
Thank you very much to have me.
You're very welcome, very much welcome. So first question would be, what is your message, or what are you communicating to the operators in this diverse region, because we have a lot of markets in the Caribbean, and also we have the Central American markets, which is a very diverse ecosystem of operators and regions and markets. What is your message for those operators, given the fact that, you know...
Well, as you know, Amdocs has not been very active in the Caribbean market for a long time, for different reasons. However, we don't want to look to the past, but we want to look to the future, and our message right now is that we are committed. Of course, it's not only a message, but also, how can I say, a commitment from the company. We have acquired a company called Converse. Their BSS assets are all now our Amdocs assets, and with that came the customers. The customers are different ones that we usually have in Latin America, but we are very happy to have them. They are very diverse, they are very competitive, they are very leading edge in the field that they're playing. And we are very happy to have the chance to serve to them. We have a very customer-centric strategy. What does it mean? It doesn't really matter if you are a big customer or a small customer. What we believe is that the customers, they have, each one of them have very different needs. They have different things that they need to develop to, how can I say, serve their markets. Therefore, we are here to give all the solutions, all the things that Amdocs experience can bring to the table to help them to be successful. That's the message that we would like to convey to the operators in CARICAM.
Now, one thing you said is that Amdocs was not that committed in the past with the Caribbean, and now you are. And you said for various reasons. I can say one. We have more than 35 markets here, and some of them are small. How are you planning to address that fact, which has not changed? I mean, we still have different operators with different realities. Some are very advanced in their technology deployment, some are lagging behind, and they are small islands, and it's difficult to address the needs of those operators that are really small. So what is your strategy to make sure you can reach all of them?
I think that we have a strategy that lays over three basic factors. One factor is that when we acquired Converse, we also acquired, let's say not acquired, but we also absorbed their employees. What does it mean is that we brought into our company, Amdocs, also all the experience, all the relationships, all the knowledge that these people have in the past. So that's number one. We are preserving that to make sure that there is no fallouts in the services, there is no, how can I say, there is no breakdown in the communications that they already had with their former, let's say, the former company, Converse. That's one thing. The second thing is that we are merging and we are synergizing with our existing Latin America infrastructure. So right now, instead of they have only, let's say, North American supports to help them, they also can leverage also support that we have in Mexico, that we have in Brazil, that we have in all other countries in the region to the benefits of these customers. So that's number two. Number three is we bring in to the portfolio of offers to the customers a number of new things that can help them to be successful. Just to give you an example, we have what we call radio access network optimization products. They're very, let's say, very specific products designed to complement the customer experience. The idea is not only to, how can I say, in the usual RAN space, just to optimize the investments over the network, but in Amdocs' point of view is when you bring together the BSS information plus with the network information, you get a great customer experience. So that's how we see things leverage between Amdocs, new things that they can put on the table, plus let's say the baseline that we already have with the Converse customers.
Okay, now you mentioned at the beginning that you acquired the VSS assets that Converse had, and you are putting them in your portfolio. Has that integration been completed at this point, or you are still making the adjustments to make sure that your existing products are able to interact and work properly?
Yeah, this is what we call a roadmap. Of course, you cannot expect it to have from day one a full integration, etc. Right now, even today in Carican, we are talking and we have special sessions with our customers to explain how we expect it to grow the portfolio, or let's say better put, to merge and complement both portfolios to the benefit of the customers.
Is there any roadmap that you can comment very quickly here, or it's something that
yes, actually tomorrow we are going to talk about this roadmap to a selective group of customers. As you can imagine, this is kind of intellectual property, something that we cannot share out loud. But that's the intent. Amdocs is not here to cause any troubles or kill the products. Amdocs is here to benefit the customers and grow based on that.
Okay, now going back to the customer experience, which is your main theme here at this Congress. We're seeing many companies, actually now it's kind of the main theme in the industry, is how do we make sure the user gets the better experience from the service the telcos are selling. And many times what we find is that despite the fact that we have the different technologies like your products, sometimes we get a barrier within the operator itself, because you are able to bring a lot of information that different departments could use, but because they are working as silos within the operator, usually they don't extract the complete benefit of many of the solutions that companies like Amdocs are trying to sell.
Of course, yes.
How do we make sure that the operators actually transition in a way by which those barriers between departments are faded or disappear completely?
Well, I think that in a single word, actionable. I don't believe that you can give a complete customer experience or a good customer experience if you cannot act upon the information or the circumstance that you have. So it doesn't matter if you have a nice big data, few petabytes of information, and you have a very sophisticated portal. If the portal doesn't understand that you are you and that you have been talking to the company for a long time, or if in the big data you get the information but you cannot really understand what it is to make it actionable. So if you ask Amdocs right now what is their focus around customer experience, is to make everything actionable. You get one piece of information, make it actionable. When we get information from our RAN optimization capabilities, what we want to do, make it actionable. Meaning, who is the customer that has been, let's say, compromised or had a problem with the network, how much it value to the company, and what you have to do to make it better for this specific customer. So I believe that today, if you're talking about customer experience, you are talking about big data, Internet of Things, all these, let's say, buzzwords that we have today, the real thing that we are focused is to help our customers to make actionable. Actionable at this point means you are not going to make actionable for everything, or that you need a big infrastructure to do it. The question is, which use case, which scenarios, which situations will really better benefit the customers. And that's what Amdocs would like to help customers to, how can I say, identify and develop to help to build this complete customer experience.
Excellent. Well, Renato, thank you so much for being here today.
Thank
for
you.
this interview, and good luck with the different discussions you're going to have with the operators about the
Thank
roadmap.
you very much.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Take care.